What's up, guys? Welcome back. How's it going? How's it been? All my pages and situations synced up together. If you are new, we are multi-streaming live on Facebook. Now I don't know where I am anymore. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube simultaneously. I can't even say it, but we're there. If you are in any of those places, you can comment and I can see you. Let's see. Here we are. Oh, what's up, guys? So this is going to be a brief live because I am terrible with time management. Shocking. Who knew? Hello, sister. I just wanted to share with you my latest creation. And obviously my deck again. Let me pull up my other Margaret. I love you, Margaret. I do not need to hear myself talking. So this is a tarot cloth that we put together, me and Kat, who you will always hear on the podcast, never see on the live because she this is the tarot cloth that we have just started. They are going out with the pre-orders for the tarot deck. For those that ordered the High Priestess perk, it came with the deck, the mug, and one of these cloths. So the cloth is printed with the Celtic cross spread. It's one that I a lot of times use in private readings. And it details we have information about the different suit correspondences. So we have pentacles, the element, the zodiac signs, and concepts that correlate with that suit. Swords, we have, again, the element, zodiac signs, and corresponding concepts. I know that's difficult to read. But, hello, friend. Hey, guys. So we have correspondences for each suit in the minor arcana. We have the phases of the moon and the magic or the types of readings that are best to do during that phase of the moon. That way you're working with the energy instead of against it. So we have new moon is introspective, shadow work. Full moon is divination, charging, waxing and waning moons. And then each card position has a keyword to help you remember and work with the spread incorporating the cards. So we have the past, present, future, conflict, your crossing card. And in a second, I will do a couple of readings with this spread just to show you. I won't be able to do many because it is a longer spread. It's like a full reading, but I will show you. Yes, so it has correspondences and keywords for the positions. Oh, thank you, Haley. So I will. Who should I pull cards for? I only going to do a couple. We will do Haley. Oh, and then Mary, because she donated. Okay, cool. So these are going to be longer readings and less readings. We'll start with you, Haley, Mary, and see who else we can do to. So these tarot cloths will be available. We decided on $11 printed, and then the decks are $12.50. We'll put the decks already up on the website. These will be up on the website tomorrow. And I'll put them up on the Facebook page too, so they're easy to buy. But a lot of people go past, present to future. I did not number this layout, the spread, for that reason. Because I think that's intuitive as well. A lot of times I will go present, past, future, and then above and below, and then the crossing card. It just depends on how you feel. So then we have internal and external influences. So we have future, long-term future, and then advice from the deck based on your situation. So this spread is very good for looking at the broad picture of your life. It tends to hone in on a specific message. It's good for isolating if you're wanting a career reading or relationship reading, but not in regards to a particular person, just your romantic life, things like that. So if we pick apart this spread for Haley, this is now turning into tarot class. I'm sorry, and you're welcome. So we go from past, present to future. We'll move this crossing card for now. In the past, we have the Magician upright, which shows, so the magician, you think, is creating, is trying to make what they want come true. They're imposing their will on the world. We see that engagement. We see that energy, that focus on fate, that it's an intuitive card, right? I forget how far away you are now, sorry. Then we go to the present, and it looks like that magician energy, that working to achieve what you want, to make your vision of your life happen. We have the Eight of Coins, which is about, this is apprenticeship, this is showing dedication. So this is, not backing down from those dreams and now putting concrete behind it. So study, or going to somebody that knows more than you do, or deep diving the internet, however it might be for you. It shows you continuing that path, not just with wishful thinking, but with active pursuit. The conflict card, the crossing card, is the 10 of coins or pentacles, which would be financial security, stability, financial abundance, and abundance of security. So this being your crossing card, your conflict, we're working to get stable. We're working to get our stuff together. We're concrete on our path to do that, but we don't have all the resources to do it at the speed or luxury we would like to. And also we're struggling because we aren't there yet. So we don't feel like we're getting there. You know what I mean? So then while we stay here in the present, I like to go below, which is the unconscious mind. That's our subconscious. That's what's in the back of our head driving us. And the Chariot reversed is feeling like we have lack of direction, like we're powerless, right? So struggling. We know we're headed in the right direction. We also know we don't have it all together now, and it looks like that's hitting us more than we realize, because we don't necessarily feel confident in where we're headed. So but that's natural. That's that imposter syndrome, right? Then we go up to what's above. This is our hopes, our dreams, what we would ideally like to see for our life. So we have the Page of Cups, which is the daydreamer, leading with your heart, right? So this looks, I'll tell you what I see so far. It looks like you've always been one to live in the present and work with what you have and create your best present. Now we're trying to build on that, and we're struggling with vision for the future. Ideally, you don't have a vision for the future. You continue to intuitively figure it out as you get there, but you feel underneath like you should already have it figured out. So you're competing with your natural character to live in the now. That's who you are. That's a benefit of you. That's a positive of you. And you're trying to subconsciously tell yourself that's a negative, and correct it instead of working with how your brain works and how you've always succeeded, right? Why is it going to fail you now? Somebody was commenting. Okay, so then still staying in, so we're past, present to future. This is all the present. These in the center here are present as well. So we have internal and external influences affecting your life. Internally, we have the Ace of Coins reversed, which is again feeling like we're lacking in resources. We aren't a good planner and we don't have it together now. So how's it ever going to come together? When that it's anxiety talking. It looks like you're picking yourself apart when you're well on your way to getting where you want to go. And it looks like maybe, so external influences, we have the Knight of Swords here, which can be assertive, opinionated. The swords is the mind, is communication. So They might be overbearing in their opinion of where you should be in your life, or how you should be living your life, or how you should be planning for the future. And I don't know if that is adding to your stress. And it looks like currently the near future into long term, these two are headed towards disconnecting. We got a 10 of Cups and 3 of Cups reversed. Disconnecting, withdrawing. It looks like you're letting somebody get to you, right? The advice is the Page of Swords reversed, which speaks to somebody being two-faced or malicious, or so it looks like you've let somebody doubt your method, and you've let yourself internalize that, and that's the source of the problem. It's not how you've lived your life thus far. It's worked for you. It will continue to work for you. You're doing fine. You're well on your way to going where you want to go. Don't let whoever this negative energy is continue to tell you that it's not going to work, because it has, and it will. That is a Celtic cross spread. Now let's do one for Mary. Mm-hmm. So that is how this tarot cloth works. It is a guide for the Celtic cross spread, which can be used for a lot of general intents and purposes. It is a good, larger starter spread. You can also obviously just do your standard past, present, future. You can do past, present, future with your current conflict. You can do just the cross. So there are a lot of variations to that as well. If you comment that you would like a reading, I will do my best to get to you. I'm not going to do as many tonight because I'm doing larger readings to show this tarot cloth that we are about to put in the shop. And then I'm going to record the podcast, which will air Sunday. Speaking of the podcast, if you guys have any spooky stories or spiritual stories, or encounters with your deity or spirits or ancestors or magic, whatever it might be, whatever your spiritual experience has been, the phone number in this description, 1-845-690-0001, is the voicemail box to our podcast. Call and tell us about it. We can share it in your voice on the show. And then, if need be, we will give you advice. But we would love to hear your story. Okay. Okay, so Mary Ann, again, I generally start with our basic past, present, to future here. So in the past, we have justice reversed, which obviously speaks to injustice, people not being accountable. In the present, we have the Hanged Man reverse, which is being indecisive, stagnant, struggling to move forward or let go, release, right? The King of Cups being our crossing card. Cups, again, speaks to relationships, your intuition, emotions, right? So this King of Cups, and he, again, it's hard to tell because it's the crossing card. So it's sideways, but he was reversed, which speaks to someone off balance emotionally, right? And it speaks to, it looks like a negative, emotionally imbalanced relationship that is not new. It's been this way for a while. This is not a new change. It may be escalating, or we may be realizing that we're just dragging our feet. So underneath, in the back of our head, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. Nine of Cups is generally our hopes and dreams, right? So it like this is not what we imagine. That we're holding on to the dream of this dynamic, and taking action shatters that dream, right? Concrete that this is not what we had envisioned. Then we go up to the dream, the hope, the dream, the ideal. Five of Wands reversed. A lot of reversal here. That's the theme. Just dream is compromise, things coming to peace. Right? That's been the dream for a while now. It looks like we've been holding on to that dream, and that is what's keeping us in this not so pleasant dynamic. So then we skip the future stuff for now and go over here to the present. Internally, the devil reversed speaks to us reclaiming power, releasing the bond of stagnation, right? Reclaiming our independence and taking action. So it looks like we're very much at that transition point where we realize that this is no longer sustainable, even though we've tried to do everything we could to tell ourselves that it was, or that something could happen to make it sustainable. We're realizing that it's not, and we're reclaiming our power and taking action. We just have to figure out what that action is, right? Externally, so the opposite party here, we see the Page of Cups reversed, which is someone emotionally immature, childish, again, lacking accountability. There's a theme here. Now we'll go into the future stuff. Near future into long term. The Emperor reverse, which is use of power, somebody being inflexible, leading into the Tower, which is tower crashing. It's upheaval. It's everything crumbling around you, because what was built around you was not for your good, right? So even though it's crumbling and it feels like a catastrophe, sometimes you got to level the land to put something beneficial there, right? So the advice card is the Eight of Cups, which speaks to walking away, right? Which speaks for itself. There's a pretty strong theme of what you have been putting up with is what you are going to continue to get until you choose, and you are now choosing, and the deck is confirming and telling you to clear it down and build something good for you. You deserve it, right? Let's see. Have some tea, and then I think I can do one, maybe two more, and then I will hop off and record. And then I will put this up in the store if you guys want decks and tarot cloths. Along with the tarot cloths, we are also putting out a tarot journal slash workbook that's going to be equally as cheap. And then this whole 3-piece package will ideally be available by the end of the month for Christmas. My head's in a million places. If you can't, yeah. You are absolutely welcome. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's see who we will do. And then off to the podcast. Who is here? Haley, there should be a star button next to the comment thing. You tap it. It will say how many stars you already have in the top right, in a little yellow bubble. And then you just click the stars and you can comment and then send stars. That's all I got. There's not as many people as there are comments, so let me know if you are still here and you would like a reading, and then from those people I will pull a couple cards before I go. I will also give Haley a chance to figure the internet out because this is the stuff I know about. Oh, you did it! You did it. Okay, Haley. So Haley, you'll be also proud of you. That's the comment I'm going to put up. Figured it out. Thanks. You also thanks. If you are here and you have ordered one of the tarot decks, you should have it. If you are in the US and you've ordered a deck, you should have it within the week. They started sending them out over the weekend. I'm throwing them in the mail every day. So you should have them 3 to 5 business days. If you are outside of the country, that plus customs plus other stuff. So a week to, who knows, less it. Okay, so again, if you are just tuning in, this is the Celtic cross spread. This is a full spread. This is something that I would do in private readings for general readings if you weren't really sure what you're after. If you want to focus in on a certain area like career or love life, but not with a particular partner, or just to see what came up. So we start with our past, present, and future here in the center for Haley. In the past, we have the Lovers here, which speaks to a strong connection, kindred spirits, somebody you have a heart-to-heart connection with. In the present, we have Four of Cups reversed, which speaks to gratitude and focus. It does speak to a bond. Your conflict or crossing card is the Six of Wands, which is a struggle with recognition, right? Being seen, being acknowledged for your contribution. Underneath here in the unconscious or subconscious, in the back of our heads, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Cups is the heart, emotions, relationships. Being the queen of, but not on top of, that's insecure or volatile, emotionally, struggling. Up here in dreams, ideals, goals, we have Four of Wands reversed, which is feeling unwelcome, feeling issues, animosity. So it's almost like we're manifesting this self-deprecation. Maybe because it's what we know. Then we move into internal and external, right? Internally, we have Four of Swords, which speaks to overload, right? Needing rest, regenerate, just worn down, no more space. Externally, so the other party here, Nine of Swords, we have depression, anxiety, feeling hopeless. So what it looks like I'm picking up on is that there's a relationship here that's struggling, but not for sake of the relationship itself being bad, because it looks like the relationship itself is very strong and established and good. But for your sake, for your own past traumas, insecurities, mental struggles, whatever it might be, you don't feel seen. You are fighting with that voice in your head that picks apart maybe small interactions and spirals into there because the connection's not as strong as whatever. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? It looks like there's a lot of inner turmoil that is projecting a negative relationship when the relationship itself is very good. So then we go into the future stuff. And I always say this is the future based on where you are currently headed. Why do I get these every single time? I don't know. The future is where we're currently headed. I like to say if we had never done this reading or talked about it and we just kept on going about our business, this is where we would end up, right? most likely. But the future's not set in stone. We change it every day with every decision that we make. So you decide if you want to continue heading in this direction or if you want to make changes. And then the advice card proposes its suggestion, right? So near future into long term, we have the Five of Cups, or Five of Coins, Pentacles reversed, which is things taking a turn, positive changes, your luck improving. The Page of Cups reverse speaks to being blocked or emotionally stunted, struggling. So it looks like, again, things are moving in a very positive direction and we are refusing to see it. We are like negative self-talking ourselves down. So this kind of feels like we are talking ourselves out of a good thing, picking ourselves apart. And it looks like it's not only affecting you, but the other party, because externally we have the Nine of Swords, which is depression, anxiety, feeling hopeless, not knowing what to do. So it looks like it's feeding and bleeding out into a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like the relationship's fine and everything's fine, but I don't feel like it's fine, and I don't feel like it's fine so much so that I'm spiraling until everybody feels like it's not fine, and then it's not fine. So the advice card, the Ten of Coins, inheritance, security, stability, family. Obviously, this is the legacy card. It's saying that there's whatever this dynamic is for you, this relationship has been, was, and will be very strong and stable and established and has everything it needs to withstand the test of time and generation. The biggest obstacle is inside your own head and heart, and it has a lot to do with the way you perceive yourself and internalize other people's thoughts, feelings, and actions as a result of some other unrelated things that we are projecting, right? So this is like a red flag to take a step back and look at what we're doing and how we are creating our reality and what we're manifesting, right? But that will do it, guys, and I will get these uploaded. If you would like these, the decks are on the website for sale. If you've already ordered one, they are shipping out in purple bubble mailers that fill my living room every day. Questions, comments, concerns, message me, email me, let me know. Call a voicemail. Tell us your stories. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.